how's everybody doing? So I am just going to be talking a little bit here about this new little bridge project that I did. And here I'm just showing you some of the stuff that I use. Some paints, acrylic paints, a little bit of mud, and some stains from Best back there. I did use some of this golden product, some coarse gel, pumice, and all that stuff. So honestly, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't record. And if it's not in here, the stuff that I did record, you can probably check out my TikTok. I post a lot there. And some of this stuff is there. So like these embutments that I did, I've done the whole series on TikTok, and I'll put a link or I'll have something pop up here. So if you feel so led to follow me there, check that out. But here, I'm just using the paste. Actually, I started doing with the paste, and this stuff is hella expensive. So at some point during this, I want to say we might see it here, I changed and started using Sculpt-A-Mold because it's cheaper, but then I can get pretty much the same effect of what I've been trying to do. I guess I didn't use it here. I may have used it on the other side, but I can get the same effect using Sculpt-A-Mold as I'm doing with that paste and stuff. I think the paste, there's like some coarse stuff there, and it actually has like gravel or sand in there or something. I'm not sure what's in there, but it's coarse. So there's some element of sand or something in there that's making it coarse like that. So, and then I started laying some rocks. I don't know, I want to say it's a landscaping place or something up the street from me, and you can go in there and they sell little buckets, and you can just fill up a bucket of any type of gravel, anything that deals with landscaping. So like bark, or what's the stuff you cover like around bushes, and I'm drawing a blank, y'all. Anyway, I bought, I think, a small bucket of rocks, which was like $2. And so I sifted through all those, obviously put the big ones in the back, and started filtering it down to like medium, and then some small little rocks that are in the front there. So that's all I'm doing here, is just putting rocks in and laying a foundation. Okay, so here what I am doing is excuse me, spraying it down with alcohol, right? It's almost just like any other scenery work you do. You put the alcohol and then your glue mixture, and I think my glue mixture is 50-50, maybe 40-60, 40% glue, 60% water. Like I said, maybe 50-50, but I'm using super matte medium, which is my adhesive. I was using Hodgepodge at one point, but Boomer rant and raved about this golden product stuff, and he was right. You know, if you've been following me for a while, he's definitely one of my inspirations. As far as like his scenery work is so detailed and so he's very meticulous when he does stuff, and I tend to be that same way as a tattoo artist and just an artist in general. I see detail in everything, so I wanted this to be super, super detailed, this little section that I've been working on. So and then here I'm going over the whole rocks and everything down there, because once I got them laid down there, seemed really, really bright. In this section, it's obviously a water section with the bridge over top, but the rocks seemed a little too bright for me. So I wanted to tone them down. And plus, water splashing all the time and moving, it's very wet down there anyway. So I wanted to show the wetness of the sediments, the rocks, and the little dirt that's on there. And actually, once I've done this, I want to say I went over this probably 3 or 4 times with that that murky brown, the stain, because even after the first coat, it still was kind of light for me. But I especially concentrated on a few layers, like right at the water level there. I didn't get a chance to show me pouring the actual resin. Woodland Scenics has this resin self-leveling stuff, and I didn't want to get too far into like actually mixing the 2-part resin and making sure it cured properly. I mean, Woodland Scenics already has something that is in the bottle, shake it, and it's ready to go. So that's kind of what I did towards the end. But here I had painted it, as you can see, that light blue. And I was like, my layout is not, the water on my layout isn't very safe to drink, especially coming out of a sewer system here. So I opted and decided to go with a darker greenish blue for, like, as you can see here in the center, it's a lot darker because it's deeper there. And then as it gets to the shoreline, if you will, it starts to get a little lighter. So I started using dark blue and black in the middle. Then I faded it out with some green and blue, and then just kept fading it out till it got to the edge there. And yeah, that's all I'm doing is just and I'm sloppily blending paint too. So this is like nothing where you need to be like some world-renowned artist or anything like that. Because the resin or that water pour will change the for lack of word, it'll change the look of it. And then you trying to, at some point you'll dry brush the little ripples and stuff too. So that'll also add a little different dimension. So what I'm getting at is the painting of this doesn't have to be a Picasso, if that makes sense. You just want to really focus on and making sure if there's deep water somewhere, that's where your darker paint needs to be. And then as it gets closer to the shore, you can start seeing the actual bottom of the like the dirt and all that stuff, and it starts getting lighter there. So definitely look at reference when you're doing something like that. And again, just have fun, man. This wasn't a really hard or super like serious make or break part. I think it becomes serious is when you just add as much detail as you can, and you keep noodling at it and keep noodling at it, and then hopefully you get something that you're proud to show. And here's the finished scene. I very much like this scene. I like watching the trains go across. I wish I would have had at least a train running, but I just really want to get something out here on the channel. So I got quite a pieces of garbage and stuff in here too. So I got some broken doors, some crates. I added a little vegetation that I thought could be dead or on its way dying. I mean, something's still living, but it doesn't look healthy. Got a back end of a pickup truck down here. Trying to get my camera to zoom in on these buggies from the store. And I got these buggies from Mini Prints, so that's on that side. I think I pan over to the other side here too. And there you can see the water. I actually had some, I made some water falling out of that pipe in the back there. I got some raccoons. I got quite a few things from Mini Prints just to add here. Some of those I printed myself, like the washer and dryer, and I think there's a fridge in the back. I think I got these pigeons from Jason, honestly. Jason Jensen, from one of the kits he sent, but I used the pigeons here, so actually I want to put a whole bunch of pigeons up there. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna close this video out. Peace. All right, y'all, and that was the little bridge section / scene that I did on the layout. It was very painless, right? And quite easy, if you will. Nothing real major. Like I stated in the video, you know, it's just more detail and just adding little things here and there on it more than anything. I like the painting of it. Like I said, there was a few things that I didn't record. Like I weathered the bridge a little bit, and I poured that resin that was not shown. But again, with all that stuff, I'd say maybe a 5 out of 10, maybe even a 4 out of 10. That's something, you know, yes, I looked at reference, but it wasn't like I needed to look like exactly like something. My layout is a freelance layout, so I have the option to do whatever I want to do on it. Fun project, just fun project. I got lost in it a little bit, so I want to thank my Patreons. Y'all still are rocking with me, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I am trying to hit 10K on YouTube here by the end of the year. That's a goal I set for myself, and hopefully I can get there. I'm almost at 6K right now, so I'm trying to get 4,000 more people to jump on board. Eventually I want to be 100K, but trying to even get 500 people is turning out to be a lot more challenging than I anticipated. But I'm here, get it done. So like and share and like. From what I understand, that's how I'm gonna grow. So I'm gonna need y'all to help me help myself. With that said, I'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna do a layout update because there's a lot that's been going on over there. So I appreciate y'all as always. And until next time, peace.